Hey Gundam Converge fans, so I've been starting to detail up some of my little things without actually using a paint. I've just used some markers, the ultra fine tips here from Sharpie, and you get other brands with a fine tip. And then also I got a bunch of these jewelry stickers, yeah, I think girls used to put on their faces when they go out drinking, or maybe for costume parties, or just sprucing up their stationery. Beats me what they do. But anyways, these things are self-adhesive, and I think they really help out. The mono eye on this one was just pink paint, but with the actual jewelry piece in there, that's a faceted jewel there. This one is just rounded domes, and then had a bunch of small domes here of the appropriate color, and it looks like the thrusters are actually lit up. And then, yeah, with the Sharpies, just filling in all the little dots. So, really easy to do. So I thought I'd just start this one here. And I'm not following, canon, what these things really look like. I'm just popping in different colors, really. So, here's a little recess. I don't know if I think I want those blue, actually. These little light arms here. And actually, it helps to maybe just take it off the figure. But these ultra fine tips are pretty small, so they can fit in most of these dots. Bear in mind, this is a permanent marker. If you mess up, you're going to have to pull out alcohol to try to remove it, but it'll probably remove the paint from the actual figure. See, I messed up a little bit. Oh well. So, yeah, let me be a little more precise. No. I'm like twisting it inside the hole, so it fills in the whole circle. I think you need to have a steadier hand than me. Maybe I'll try to pull the model away from the Sharpie. No. Okay, well, anyways, that could be better. On the back side, no, I'm going to try a different color here. Let's try orange. Maybe it's like a warning light in the shoulder. I don't know why, but so I'll just rotate that around. Orange on the front of the arm, and I think I'll put red in the back of the arm. Well, that's a different arm. So now if this is a red color, I guess I could still put orange in there, but let's see what it looks like. Probably won't make much of a difference. It's barely perceptible, so I might have to go to a cool color like this blue. And blue on red, well, pretty much makes black. Notice I'm putting my other finger on the object. That helps stabilize my hand. I don't think I'm skilled enough to go through that with the Sharpie. I don't know. Well, let's try it. Problem is, it's not reaching in everywhere. If you run it around back and forth enough times, I guess it will work. I'm going to mess with that one later. That's going to take more time and effort. Alright, so yeah, you can just see, these Converges have a lot of little recessed holes. And these little ultrafine Sharpies are perfect for most of them, it seems. Yeah, alright. Let's try this red. This is a Monami pen. There's a fine side here. I don't know where my ultrafine red Sharpie went. I like the Sharpie more. This one doesn't... Well, it worked, but I don't like the tip of it. Okay, so yeah, some details there. Could go and maybe add some black, or let's try purple on these grooves, or actually no, in these holes. Well, I'm not sure if purple and red's a big difference. It looks like it's pretty much black. But since I started, I might as well finish. Try to keep it symmetric. shall we try some paint wash? Why not? Let me get my Tamiya black paint wash. I ended up cutting the brush down a little bit because it's just too big for these little fine models. And then you always want to make sure the extra reservoir in the handle is emptied out, or it's just going to dilute, splash all over your paint. And so you should, if you are using paint washes, it's recommended that you clear coat it. So if you make a mistake, you can wipe it off the clear coat. But this stuff, right on paint like this, it's going to stain that red for sure. But yeah, you see, it can be done if you're really careful and you have a really fine brush. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, for these vents here, I think those vents should be black. So what's nice is that vent is recessed so the tip of the Sharpie doesn't pop out. Otherwise I probably wouldn't attempt to do this. There's a stain, or oh, there's actually glue in this thing. Let me get some tweezers, get that out. Okay. I'm not sure about these. Well, I don't feel like adding yellow paint. I feel like those should be yellow, but I don't know why. I guess these will be black vents. So I'm trying to remove the Sharpie in the center so my hand doesn't wander off and mess up the model. So that's a good practice to get into. Oh, this is going to be a scary one. Be really careful. Okay, that worked. Couple of holes here. I don't know if those are vents. They probably are, but they look like they're closed, so I might leave that alone. Obviously, for a hose, you'll probably want to use a paintbrush. I mean, I guess you could Sharpie the thing, but it'll probably take forever, so I'm not going to bother. Those holes are too small for the Sharpie to get properly. But this little area here where the gun is would be dark, I think, on a real Canon, so maybe some black there. Like that's the air gap where it would go up and down. Alright, so thruster wise and mono eye wise, we'll bust out these jewels here. I got this one already pre-cut. I don't have a big pink one, so I'm going to just pop in this blue one for now, and I can always just swap this out later. It's so much better than a flat pink plastic. Look how domed out it is. I think that looks really, really cool now. You know what? I kind of feel like these look like searchlights or something here. So maybe some orange. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe a silver pen would have been better, but silver pens don't tend to come in this really small size. So you could just Sharpie some orange as if it's a thruster on. And that does work, as you can see. But I like these little jewel things, so this one happens to have a bunch of small orange ones. So I'll cut this off. And I find that these are old, so the glue, it very often sticks outside the bead, but this one it didn't, so I guess I could just pop it right in. Right, so it looks like a thruster that's on is, you know, taken off. I'll show you what happens if I get one with too much glue. Like this. So you see all that extra glue? That's a real pain to get off. What I found is the easy way to get rid of it is take some really small side clippers, like these electronics clippers, and just clip off that glue. You could try to wrap it underneath, over itself, but I find this to be the most efficient way to get rid of it. Alright, so the glue isn't permanent, so that's the nice thing about these stickers, because I think they're safe for human use, or at least the ones I see on AliExpress are. So you can, you know, remove this stuff and change the colors if you really wanted to. Maybe you want to put in some red thrusters a different day or something. But let me get a few more out. So I'm just cutting the glue in between the pieces, because this thing's got a bunch of thrusters, it seems. And maybe some tweezers would be helpful. Yeah, see this one has a little extra glue. Alright. So those two bottom thrusters. Nice, right? I think that looks so much better. Let's get the other ones. I need 3 more. I don't know, the glue didn't come off with that one. So if that is the case, then you would have to probably have another type of glue in there. So school glue might be a good one, because this PVC school glue, you know, it doesn't stain really. Put a dab of glue in there. I just put some glue in this little dispenser. I may have put too much glue on there. Alright, well, I'll move that over since it's coated now. That one has the sticker on it. Let's go with this last one. And we'll just pop that in that puddle of glue. Oh, it came off my finger. And I think I'm going to try some orange on dark metallic gray for these. Maybe these are tiny little thrusters. It looks like it's red though, orange on gray. Oh, see, I messed up there. So when that happens, I don't know. I can't say the best solution. I don't think I want to take alcohol to it, because alcohol will definitely strip off that paint, I think. But I just have these tiny eyelash Q-tips, and maybe I can get a lot of it off. Yeah, some of it did come off on the Q-tip. So I just wet this with my saliva, actually. And actually that worked. I just spit on it a little bit. If you get it quick enough, it doesn't saturate into the paint. So that works. Oh, some thrusters here. I'm going to go with black in here, because they're off, I guess. Of course, you could use paint, put some orange or yellow in there, might be nice. I don't think that's a thruster. Alright, I think this guy's got enough. Whoop. Some detail here. Well, let's see if this thing will get in there. Yes, it will. Because this figure is soft PVC, it has a little flex into it, so I can jam this thing in there, even though this Sharpie tip is wider. I'm just forcing it apart. I don't know if Sharpie makes a brown color marker. That would have been nice if those were brown. Oh, I kind of feel like orange would be nice here as well. As it feels like heated up or something. Blue might be cool too, but it seems like it's a machine gun and not a plasma gun. But again, orange on dark gray looks more like red. Okay, those barrels definitely have to be black. Alright, I think that's it for now, or actually, maybe I'll finish that up here later. But you get the gist. If you don't have an airbrush, you can still, if you're careful, just get a bunch of fine tip markers and a couple of these jewelry beads. They're really cheap, these packs, right? And I think you got a really cool thing. Oh, but this one fell off. I'm gonna have to go back and add some glue. Alright, so that's it for today's little Gundam customizing Converge stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next Converge video. Bye now.